that recap. So for those of you tuning in, like there actually will be, I gave this awesome recap of what happened last session, but sorry I didn't push record. All right. Yeah, I'm batting 1,000 on OBS, but you know what? It's got like in the all 36 episodes, I think there's a grand total of 8 views on all of them put together. So you know,
7 of those are mine.
I'm not I'm not sweating it too much, you know.
There's one kid who follows us on YouTube that I met who has cerebral palsy, and I met him at this this arcade bar in the D&D room they have there.
Oh,
and
yeah?
he's following us on YouTube.
Well, let's give him a shout out, whatever his name is.
Shout out.
Shout out to you, kid. You're the best. You're our greatest fan.
Thanks, Mean Joe.
If I'm not taking off my shirt though, man. That'd be too much glare. All right. So, coming out from behind one of the these dog sleds, you do notice quickly looking around, there are no dogs to be had. They either you see 1 or 2 corpses of smashed, pulverized fur that probably is the remains of a dog or 2, but others are gone. There's nothing to be seen as far as any of those. And coming from around one of the dog sleds, you see this cloaked and heavily scarfed up individual wearing goggles and a kind of a fur-lined hood.
You there?
Yeah.
Well, I think I had started to go up to her to talk to her because she was thanking me for trying to revive her fallen friend. And then I was going to the other one, and then she kind of ended with like her being like, and my name is...
Yes, that's exactly it. Thank you for that. I couldn't remember because I couldn't hear my own self speaking in the last one. Yeah, so mysterious woman, you saw these people kind of trying to revive the dead, looking at them, even to the point of did you cast a spell? Not you,
Didn't you
Kayla.
say I used?
No, Thea.
No, I didn't. I did. I just did medicine checks on everyone.
And trying to stabilize people.
Yeah, and to see if it was like, you know,
So
if that would
as
do
you see that,
anything.
you kind of approach. Kayla, your character approaches, and you can take it from there. And you have now full autonomy.
All right.
Sorry to say that your friends have passed. There's nothing I can do for them.
They weren't really my friends, but thank you for trying anyway.
Well, that's convenient.
Well, they were more so hired to take me where I needed to get to.
And that being...
Well, I'm trying to meet with Turtle Woman. I cannot remember her name. That's why I was asking her.
Yeah,
Turtle Bottom. Turtle Bottom. I am trying to meet with her to acquire some way to adapt to this landscape. It's so cold here, and I can barely stand it. And I know that she grants wishes, she has magic spells, and she can help me. She's a great power.
Not that.
Now let me... I have a grievous wound that's spreading horrifically. Let me just check this. A wish of yours to a magical, mystical woman is for warmer clothes.
Well, Not so much clothing, but something to protect me from the elements, to keep me from, well, to keep me from my blood, I guess, turning cool. I'm not really used to this kind of climate. I live in a much hotter area. And I've been ill for a while now.
Well, we have a dome. Filbert, don't we have a dome?
Filbert's not around. You know, guys, I don't know where he is.
Oh. Phil?
Yeah, so as you go to say that out loud, you look around and you're like, oh, okay, Filbert's not around. Meanwhile, Winzira has hopped off of the... Ooh. Wow.
That's a big one.
Tripled in size.
That's like utterly disturbing. Winzira has learned the enlarge spell. God help you all. And she's kind of over here, and she's kind of like, you kind of just hear kind of this sawing sound, and you look over, and she's got a dagger in her hand, and she's kind of sawing away at like the leg of this ice troll.
Windsor, don't you do like a dome thing, protect us from the elements?
Yeah, I could do that. Like,
Yeah, see, she can do it.
I
She's
can do
powerful.
that if somebody help me cut into this thing. This thing's tough.
I'll walk over with my axe and just chop off whatever arm it's on. One nice thunk.
Yeah, you know what? Just roll for me a straight strength check, just for giggles, cause.
Oh shit.
Is that a natural one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. You never cease to give me awesome freaking story elements, man. Thank you. So,
Just so that you know, Roll20 hates me normally. Last week was an outlier, but Roll20 normally just can't stand me.
that's true. And
I'm on my third
works,
character.
It works so well. Yeah, real quick, roll a deck save, just for freaking giggles.
Okay.
Nat 20.
20.
Natural 20.
Nice.
There's no
Nice.
between.
A 1, then a 20.
So you go to swing down, you kind of walk up all bravado. No, Windsor, I've got this on you. And, you pull out your axe and you give it a phony spit. Because out here, if you did that, it would get slippery, right? But actually, wait a minute, you kind of did spit a little bit. So as you go to swing down, boom, you bounce off of it. The axe slipping out of your hand now from that ice that formed from your little spit kind of like bravado piece. The axe goes flipping up in the air. You look around real quick but whoa, you duck out of the way and reach out and shit, you caught it. Thea, with your high passive perception, you may be the only one to notice the actual look of astonishment that quickly passes over Kaz's face, which he quickly cruffles up. And then he leans in, and it takes him a good... How many does it take you? With two mighty chops, you're able to sever off from about the calf down, in which Windsor is over there trying to pry off some of the interior meat out of this dead troll. Yeah, I got it, dome. That was a bad Windsor, sorry.
I just look at him with a knowing look.
Meant that. Why I caught.
Well, what was your name? Cold
Oh,
Girl?
I'm Ashala. It's a pleasure to meet you all. Maybe you can help me get where I'm trying to go.
Well, it seems as though we're going to the same place, so.
Oh, what kind of business do you have with Turtleback?
Currently saving my life.
Yes. And we also have a small girl. I guess you guys had stopped along your way and talked to a family. and they pointed you in the direction. Unfortunately, the only one that is still living, the little girl. She's infected with the same disease as our patriot.
Where you the only one alive is a little girl? Is it not suspicious to you? Don't you think a full-grown adult would be much more likely to survive?
The adults turned into
frog monster.
yeah.
Yeah, the disease just hasn't progressed for her yet, but it will soon.
Well, how far along are you?
Barely.
Towards you.
About 2 minutes. I don't know why I did that. But.
We do have a sled over here with the girl and our dogs, so I suppose you better come with us.
Well,
I mean, if we're going to the same place, we might as well.
Can't
only
leave you
makes
here
sense.
without all your escorts. You could run into a troll again. I did see you with the fire. Handy.
and then when she points to the sled, you notice the sled is made out of different types of bones, skulls, and stuff. it's a very.
Where did you get that thing?
Excuse me, Kaz.
Yes.
Did we have a person named Filbert traveling with us?
I don't know where the little guy went.
He probably's over by the sled.
He likes to
Does he
kinda
do this a lot?
disappear at times. Yeah, you just don't know where he's at. Kind of
Do
what
we wait for him? Do we shoot a flare in the air?
Well, I'm sure he'll pop up here in a moment.
Well, if he's not at the sled, then you can shoot your flares.
Okay. All
No,
right.
we found some gray dwarves that we acquired the sled.
With a zombie troll.
They had the
Zombie ogre.
yeah, he had the zombie ogre.
Well, as long as they can get us where we need to go, I don't mind. Just as long as they're not cursed.
I mean, it's a pretty cool looking sled.
It's a pretty cursed sled.
I'll look around. I'll do an active perception to see if I can see Filbert anywhere.
Same.
Go ahead and roll.
21.
10.
Yeah, Thea would see me.
Okay.
I had a 20. I think it was a 20.
Is he just standing
it's
slightly
20.
off camera?
No.
Is that just what he's doing?
You kind of,
He's walking in.
Thea. Okay. Let me do it the proper way.
Well, guess we better be heading out now. Wrap up any gear you want to get from here and head on before the weather gets us.
Well, I have all this stuff on the sleds if you want to take that with you. I mean, I don't really think they'll really be needing it much. Like I said, they're just tired. I tried to get another faction to come with me. I think you may have heard of them, the Red Hand. But they were out somewhere. I was unable. Some people said they might be dead. But so I got these guys instead. But they weren't much use, obviously.
Well, maybe we should see if they have anything before we.
Yeah, we can rifle through very quickly.
Sure.
I'll go to the first one I see and see what he's got.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
I'll assist him as well.
give me give an investigation then with advantage then since you're getting it.
How's your investigation for our wizard here?
You're gonna have the best investigation out of all of us, but maybe Filbert.
Okay.
How do I type it?
Investigation +8. That would be 24.
They have wearing over their outer layers are the very common to you now cold weather gear that you see most of the folks in 10 towns wearing, that most of you guys are wearing as well. Over an assortment of everything from leather armor. One has is wearing hide armor that smells particularly bad. Well, another actually had kind of a breastplate that they were wearing underneath over just regular leathers. The breastplate, however, happened to be on the one who got eviscerated. So now that breastplate actually has pretty large gouges right across it, and is covered in now rapidly freezing blood. You find one long sword, an axe, and 3 different daggers still on the bodies. All said and done, rifling through all of their pockets, you find the equivalent of 89 silver.
Wow. You must have paid them a lot.
89 silver.
Well, I told them I was going to pay them once we got there. So, I mean,
Classic.
it ended up working out in my favor.
I mean,
We're all dead.
that is the equivalent of only 3 gold apiece.
Mm-hmm.
I
So I
got
bring the cold weather gear over to could your name again?
Ashala.
Ashala. Well, it appears we've wish granted. We've accomplished half of your goal being here. Here are clothing to keep you warm. There it is.
I mean, I have warm clothing already. It's really not helping. I bundled up as much as I can, and I still cannot escape the bitter, bitter cold of this environment.
Yeah, it
So-
sucks.
Does that
Out of character, do you have cold weather gear on your character?
Yes, I do. I have out of character. I have a what's it? Weekly cold weakness. Where the fuck is it? I have
You have a vulnerability to cold?
yeah, cold vulnerability. So yeah.
Interesting. Okay. All right. All right. I kind of been disappointed and go back. Perfect.
Yeah, she's gonna take them and put the clothing on a little bit, but kind of half-assed and throw a lot of it to the side. Oh well, thank you anyway. I'll put some of the fur on.
Mick, does that include the stuff on the sled? Or does that be separate?
No, that was just what was in their possession. You see that there was on the sleds room for tents, which 2 of them are set up. One is pretty hammered. They were carrying their own firewood, so that there is some bundles of ready firewood.
Sweet.
You find dog sled rations.
Nice.
The equivalent of I'll tell you exactly how many equivalent of. The equivalent of, where's my thing? 14 days
Nice.
Cool. 2 weeks.
of what are
Week and a
these
half.
weeks that you speak of?
Oh, 10. Oh, sorry.
'Tis but a 10-day and a half. Not even.
A 10-day and 40%.
You also find they came equipped with some things like some shovels pickaxe, general equipment to repair the
Grab it.
sleds, actually. So there are some woodworking tools, as well as spare runners.
We don't need that. Ours are made of bone.
I think we should take spares with us just in case.
Okay.
It could help out just in case you get in some sort of situation. And I mean, I'm assuming you can hold it.
Yeah, it's not going to add anything.
What was your investigation that you got on that?
Pretty fucking good. 24.
Yeah, but you were doing the thing. So who's looking at the?
Oh yeah, I was doing everything, so we haven't done anything.
We were gonna move from there over to the sled.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's good enough. Fuck it, that's fine. The sleds are in pretty good working order, Brendan. Even with your limited experience with them, these looked to be nice, nicer than ones that you've certainly been riding on.
Okay.
And maybe recently purchased.
Everyone, I think I'm one for aesthetic appeal and things like that, and the general vibe of
They're smaller,
that sled.
but they're also smaller. These are smaller four dog sleds.
So we have correct me if I'm wrong, a current 8-dog sled, and these are 2 4-dog sleds, or is that?
I think
not
you have
right?
a 6-dog sled.
Yeah.
6-dog.
Yeah.
Okay. So with my
But yours
lack
can
of ex-
yours can handle 450.
I think
Pounds.
didn't we have to get two new dogs to pull this giant bone sled?
Yeah,
So I think we are at 8.
That's where the 5th and 6th came in.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
And you got the 2 like expensive smart dogs.
Right.
So could we do 3 and 3? Conceivably, we would go at a slower rate, but we divide the weight, and we have people riding their what are they called? Blade beak things.
Axe-beak.
That too.
Negative.
Maybe we could have.
We can't do 3 and 3.
We could do the axe beaks with the sleds,
Okay.
but
So we have 6 pulling a 4-dog sled, and just go like, or have 2 in reserve so that they could take breaks and switch them out.
doom
It's
sled.
not that they could go faster, truthfully.
Okay.
It's just because they can only run so fast.
Right.
It's the weight that they can manage. Theoretically, they could potentially go longer, pulling less weight. That you would have to you might be able to get 90 minutes before you needed to take a rest, instead of the 60 on, 10 off.
Okay. Yeah. So I think we should switch sleds.
I disagree.
Why?
I'm quite partial with my sled.
To the
You
bone
just got
sled.
here.
It's our name.
You don't know about the trials and tribulations. You don't even know about the trials and tribulations of our sleds. This sled was a gift.
I don't have to know them to
Shallow
see
looks
them on the
really
sled.
confused.
Sled
And is like,
important.
what did you go through to get these things that you refuse to get rid of them? Or to
Many
get
of
rid of
our comrades have fallen who have steered the sled.
And are these their bones adorning the side?
No.
Sled's new.
I
We just
see.
got the sled recently.
Yeah,
This one.
exactly. It's perfect.
It's perfect.
Well, You're welcome to take these, but
Take what we
It's
can,
not-
then we'll load it up and we'll go. No use arguing.
I agree.
Cool.
No use arguing.
mhm.
And Mickey with a 20 on the nature check. Where's that storm that we were trying to outrun? I'm guessing it's caught up to us at this point.
It is currently. while much closer, you still think you've got anywhere between a half hour, maybe even a little bit less.
All right. We got a half hour before that storm hits us, so we
Big
camping
old-
here, or are we traveling for 30 minutes and then camping?
This is a nice camp area.
Yeah, we can dome it as well. We have 2 tents, and we can dome it.
As long as you don't mind the corpses of the fallen, I mean,
We can put the
We can
dogs in the
stay-
tents and dome for ourselves, right?
Is that all right, Winzero? You ready to dome it?
Yeah, I'm not feeling so good. I wouldn't eat any of that troll if I were you.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat a lot of the things that you eat.
And as she says that, she kind of just mid-sentence kind of leans over and just pukes.
Alright, get it out. You'll feel better.
is she all right?
Maybe it'd be better if you cooked it.
She's fine. She just needs a little old bay.
All right.
Old bay makes everything better.
So she. Yep.
Where's our sled on the map? Because it was off the map before. We're gonna.
I just
camp-
pulled it right up. I pulled it right up to the edge of the map.
It's on the edge. Somewhere
Yeah.
around
I just
here.
don't. I don't have a good.
Combat.
I don't have a good token for it yet.
Sled token.
It is on my list, but you'd be surprised how far. There's not a whole lot of bone sled, dog sled tokens
Are you?
out there. It's just. It's crazy. All right. So when Zira pulls out her flute, or I'm sorry, her flute, I'll be all right. Her lute, and begins to strum it. You've heard her do this now a couple of times, but it never quite seems to be the same. Every time she does it, it seems to be almost nonsensical. The melodies don't seem to always be the same. The words don't always seem to be the same. But as she starts to sing, I don't want to throw up in the rain. I don't want to throw up in the snow. Give me someplace to sleep. Dring. This kind of circle forms in the snow, and then slowly this arcane energy kind of comes up with that last chord kind of almost pulsing with it, and then it snaps into place. Oh, bye, elk. And with a puff, the elk disappears, and she climbs into the dome.
I'll follow her in after I make sure all the dogs are in the tents and the tents are all secured to make sure they're tied down.
Brendan likes dags. Makes the dags. Give me a. Never mind. It's good. Yeah. So you kind of.
Hey, we pull it over here, kind of like by where these other sleds were.
Right.
Yeah, and I'd say that Brendan, you pull some stuff from the ripped up ruined tent and kind of use that to secure the other one down and whatnot.
Sure.
And it takes you a good, 15 minutes or so. And by the time that you do, the wind is definitely starting to pick up and howl. The imminent weather is upon you.
I have to get the girl. Who's gonna help me carry her?
Gotcha.
Rochella just shrugs. I guess at this point she may be better off dead.
Yeah, we've already tried this discussion.
Yeah.
I'll make sure Winzera's not puking in the dome because it will smell awful.
No, she seems to have turned herself inside out outside. tent. She's just kind of now rolling about back and forth, kind of groaning, holding onto her belly.
Oh, thank God. It would have smelled terrible. Not a lot of air circulation.
I'm gonna go into the dome and be relieved of the the cold weather for a bit, but not take any of my cold weather gear off.
We'll go in after Kaz. Guys, but big.
Just make sure she's tucked in tonight.
Yeah.
And once I put her in, I'll go grab some rations for dogs. Toss them.
All right, so I'm trying to recall exactly what time of day it is. It's still pretty early.
I would say it's like evening, I think, if I remember correctly.
But it was like early evening. You know, it was
Yeah,
like,
when we left the last camp.
yeah, it was like
6 or 7.
yeah,
Outrunning the storm.
Yeah, you're like around like that, 5:30, 6:30 time frame in there. Without the sun, it's kind of difficult, but your best scenario, you're in like that. So knowing that, and the duration of the dome, you know that it's going to actually be before dawn before you lose the dome.
I'm gonna go ahead and make us some food.
And by dawn, I'm saying, for the rest of the world.
Yeah, and could I reasonably surmise that the dome runs out and we have a fire going while we're trying to tie the dogs up and get ready, that we should be fine in terms of the cold weather?
Well, blizzards are blizzds. It'll all depend how, long
But
this
it's
one
like an
blows. But
Right.
you've not really seen many blizzards that lasted that long.
Right. Okay.
Since we're gonna hunker in and make us some food, and if any of you have flagons stuff, they're all full now. Water.
Great food and water.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
I pressed to digitize mine to have some bubbles in it.
Crunchy water.
Icy water, yes.
There was spicy water.
It's a spell by a great wizard named Bublé.
Michael Bublé.
So it doesn't taste great, but it tastes better than tat.
Bublé's tiny bubbles.
It still tastes like nothing but bubbly nothing,
Exactly.
I just take a dose of spices out of my magic spice pouch and season my hardtack.
Oh,
Yes,
come
and
on.
I don't know, Brendan, did you know that he has this? So yes, you see him pull out, as a mage, you see him pull out something, and you've seen him use this pouch once or twice before. But every time he reaches into it, something different seems to come out.
I'll reach over and grab it. Or not grab it. Excuse me. Not grab it. Not grab it. Not grab it. That's the wrong word. No. I'll be like, it's an interesting pouch you've got there. Do you mind if I identify it?
I can just tell you that it's a pouch that produces spices. And I pack it back into my backpack.
Not surly at all. He doesn't put it in any kind of, definitely not surlily. Is that a word? Surlily?
It is now.
It is now. It's canon.
It's in the dictionary of Mick,
Yep.
Oh God.
along with scones.
Yeah. That's also it's on the shelf in the restricted section in the library.
Walls full of scone.
It's Candyland, baby. All right. So, are you guys taking a long rest? What's the thoughts?
Yeah.
Yes.
Take a-
All right, yeah.
Well, I'll take first watch.
And I can take second because I'm Ladger and I only need to sleep for 4 hours.
I will read and then go to sleep.
I will rest unless you need someone to take another watch or to stay up with someone else.
I'll take third watch.
All right, then she's just gonna pull out some rations and
You got food.
well, true. All right.
I created 45 pounds of food.
All right. Oh,
Banana bread. There's banana nut bread over here.
banana nut bread. All right. All right. And she's gonna go get some of the food and kind of sit off towards the edge because she doesn't know if she can 100% trust them yet. So
How do you not trust banana nut bread though?
It has no flavor to it.
Correct. It has all the appearance and maybe an illusionary aroma of banana
It
nut bread.
smells like banana bread, but it tastes like disappointment.
For the second week in a
It
row.
tastes like a rice cake.
Yeah, for the second week in a row, Cypher in the Matrix is what we are. Watch it up. Watch it up. Long rest it up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Four.
What the hell is this? All right. Well, that's annoying. All right. So, who's on first watch?
That would be me.
Go ahead and give me a perception for what you see while you're. Okay.
E.
Are you just kind of sitting cross-legged in the middle of everybody while they're snoring, staring out of the transparent dorm in all directions?
Pretty much.
Okay. It
Make
goes
sure I
pretty-
keep it close. Make sure I keep a close eye on the girl. Make sure she's not spazzing out or anything as well.
Okay.
Dogs. All that. She was not trying to get inside the dog pen.
All right. So you guys switch over, and coming out of his trance, the Elduin elf kind of taps you on the shoulder, and you lay down, and he takes over and starts to give a look about. How is that? You doing the same type of thing,
Yep.
Brendan?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Give me your perception. So, as you're looking, the storm that has been howling, making it almost impossible to see much beyond. It's like a reverse snow globe, where the outside everything is swirling around constantly, making it almost impossible to see more than a foot or so. That begins to dissipate, and the winds begin to die down a little bit. You now see new drifts have been piled up. With your dark vision, you're able to see, the effects of the storm. But kind of keeping it in your mind that the passage of time, you're pretty well aware, within a few minutes of the the dome coming down. And as it does so, you're aware of it. However, those of you who are asleep are completely taken by surprise by the inrush, the sudden inrush of cold air that slams out and awakens you. Everyone gets the benefit of a long rest. Brendan, however, you did not receive any hit points back because of your affliction. However, it is not yet dawn, so you have not yet taken any new damage.
Okay. So I'll
Filbert, go ahead and give a survival, and Brendan, give me just a straight intelligence with your add your proficiency.
Okay.
So whatever intelligent thing you're proficient in, go ahead and roll.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
So that's not even the right one, really. It would be
12 then.
yeah.
Or your 5th level, so 13.
13.
Yeah.
Sorry. Picked the wrong one.
Yeah, you think that you've got at least a couple hours before dawn. Filbert, what you realize that if the sun was coming up, your sense of it is that you'd probably have almost 3.5 hours still before the dawn would normally be breaking. That it's pretty much
4 in the morning.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we're cold inside of the tent? I mean, inside of the dome?
No,
The dome is gone.
The
Dome is
it's only
gone.
8 hours.
Dome's gone. Thea, do you have any divine restorative spells?
That
I
you
need
can
to pray.
pray for right now.
Right. Well, she's taking a long rest, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So she can.
Yeah, so she can adjust what she has
Yeah.
If she wants.
if she wants.
If she wants to. If she wants to. She's checking them out. She's
working
checking them out. She's got it figured out. She's the one got it figured out now. There's some good spells. Some
I know.
bad
Hey!
spells. I'm just a little stressed out. Find your spells. Find yourself some spells to cast out. No one? Anybody would have gotten that. I give inspiration for that.
What?
Talking heads, cities. Come on
Yeah.
now.
Sorry, I'm looking at spells.
All right, like you would have gotten it. Like you would have gotten it anyway.
I like the talking heads.
Not enough, apparently.
Yeah,
Zinger.
Should be.
Okay, so in Lysander, we had a chat. So, might be able to help you. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Please, Lysander, remove this curse from this being. He has a good soul, trying to do good in the world. Heal him. Baptist priest him on the head. Oh, and then mix that here.
No, I think this could work. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure it's.
I'm gonna try both.
I know.
She's trying to remove curse.
I see that.
You missed the
So
whole thing.
as you pray, in your very Thea manner of loud crescendoing kind of thing, even though the wind is still kind of blowing and you're out in the cold, and a moment before you started this whole incantation like prayer, you were kind of cold and shivering, but as you kind of get into it, man, you start evangelizing, and your voice starts to rise into a crescendo, calling forth Lavander's glory and might upon. Suddenly you're not shivering anymore. You actually feel the warmth begin to kind of infuse you, and your hands begin to glow, and you lay hands, all Southern Baptist style, on the child, or is it on Brendan?
It's on Brendan for right now.
On Brendan, who's sitting there with this patient at first look, which is getting more and more strained. His elfish features are very good poker, but you see some twitching in the corner of his eye as you go to lay your hands on him. The glow begins to spread from your hands over his body, and it starts to go over him like a mantle. And as you are used to seeing that kind of thing then kind of infuse and sink in, it almost seems to kind of flicker, and then shatter. The light shatters, and motes of it kind of dissipate. And you get the feeling that this curse is stronger than your current abilities. All right. Without even breaking your canter of this ongoing praise of Lathander, calling forth his morning glory even before his sun is in the sky, and again, your hands begin to glow. And this one actually spreads over the body. While it doesn't actually penetrate in like you're expecting it to, you feel something though. It did something. And Brendan, you can feel to yourself you're feeling this kind of draining feeling, and it's kind of almost like you couldn't take a deep breath. And as the light kind of does seep into you a bit, you do take a good shuddering breath, and though you don't feel right, you don't feel any worse.
Okay, so did my suspicion hold true? I feel like I've staved off potential negative effects of the condition temporarily, but not permanently.
Knowing that this strange combination cursed disease affects people with the dawn, you feel you've got a very good your hypothesis is tracking so far.
Okay.
You won't quite know until
then, yeah.
Till the dawn.
Well,
I'm gonna try that on the girl too then.
I feel better. Thank you.
The noise isn't over yet, and I go back out to the outskirts of the camp.
And so saith the Lord, that his light will bring you the salvation that you so need.
So almost as if she's having an ongoing nightmare in her sleep, and her breathing's very ragged. I hate to, I don't want to, the danger of this, but whatever. Similar to, a dog when they're sleeping and having a kind of a rough nightmare. She's having those kind of like little mini convulsions. And as you see the light sort of set, she takes a shuddering breath, and actually you can see her settle into now a full sleep, piled under the extra cold weather gear and whatnot that that Winzira, because I control her tonight, was kind enough to to pull over and drag on top of her. And then she looks up at you guys all as she was doing it and goes, "What? She smells."
Well, hopefully this will stave you both off enough to make it to the model. I wish I could have done more.
Yeah, we all do
Right.
it there. No, you did good, kid. That flashlight god of yours did all right.
So, is everyone gonna sit on their pushes for another 2 hours, or are we leaving now?
I'd say we have.
If you can find the trail this hour, we should go.
Come on. Come on. I don't know, can I?
Hey, Brendan, I'll take some of that action.
Yes.
She whips out a couple silvers. You see her kind of like twirling them around in her finger.
Done. Done.
I guess we'll go the same order as before.
All right.
Me and him in front.
And how is your newest party member fitting in?
She can walk behind.
I'm guessing she would be on the sled.
On the sled.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I don't mind taking the 6.
Winzira only pulled 2 things out. So she still has... Fuck. She still has 1. So she pulls out her bag of tricks. Right?
Yep.
Okay, I was just making sure that I didn't misremember. I think she only pulled 2 out the last time.
Yeah, she did. There was only 2 she pulled. There's the elk and
I know I put it on her thing someplace, didn't I? Hang on.
But it would recharge at dawn, wouldn't it?
yeah, but it's not dawn yet.
Yeah, I know, but in 2 hours it'll recharge. So
Yeah. Well, and in 2 hours, whatever
right
she
on it.
pulls out is gonna pop. I'm just
Oh
looking.
yeah.
I thought that I had put all of the things in here, but apparently I had not. All right, hang on. She's got it listed somewhere. I don't know where I put it. Hang on, let me just... Hang on, give me just a sec. God, I can't wait till she's back. All right.
Find it? If not, I've got it.
No, I got it. So as she pulls it out, a little weasel, kind of this little puffball that she drops in the snow, kind of expands, and suddenly there's a little weasel, kind of goes up on his back legs, and then he starts to shiver. She's like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" And she grabs it and throws it around her neck like a stole. Let's go. Climbs up onto the doom sled.
Did anyone else to see that?
yeah.
Yeah,
she pulled
does.
a live animal.
Get used
Well,
to it,
she
new
pulled
girl.
it's a bag that she has that when she pulls out a little fur ball and throws it, it turns into an animal for a day.
All right.
It can be.
Mickey, I'm gonna grab a pouch and reach in from my pack,
Huh?
and when I pull my hand out, I'm gonna minor illusion a mouse in my hand. So we all got magic pouches. You don't have one?
Everyone just has a little bag with animals in it.
So roll a. Fuck. How do you do an arcane deception? Or arcane sleight of hand? You roll an arcana.
You want me to do sleight of hand with intelligence
Yes,
instead
please.
of?
That's perfect. And then, so you roll a perception.
So it's gonna be a +4. I re-roll those.
Yes, you do.
I can't re-roll that one though.
Roll 20, man.
So it's a 5.
Ashala, you get to roll a perception against that.
All right. Hold on. I don't know. I rolled with advantage, but
So you're 10, only because he rolled so incredibly poorly. You notice that the mouse that he's casting isn't moving. As he moves his hand, it just kind of like doesn't quite move right with his hand.
It doesn't really
funny
look.
about that mouse.
So, realizing that it's not working very well, I just slam my other hand on top of the other one and dismiss it like I just smushed it into nothingness.
Hey, I'd have eaten that.
You take out a pencil and a little notepad and just like squint and scribble down like the pouch details. Procures rodents.
Where are all these small animals coming from? Everyone says bags and bags of mice here. It's my character's dream, honestly.
I only have the.
I have an extra, I can sell it to you.
I don't know. That
Awesome
mouse
toll
didn't quite
bridge.
smell right.
Make you a
It's a
fortune.
little cold.
Silver has a in a meat preserving locker.
A meat preserving locker?
Put you on a bridge somewhere.
Yeah.
Water
A
deep.
lot of them.
It's awesome. Makes a ton of money in tolls.
So who's ready to
so,
go?
loading up, moving this along. Give me a list specifically of the things that you're taking from this camp.
It is.
Put it all over the party.
Yeah, I know.
We need some wood.
Pony, the doggy rations.
Yeah, the rations.
Ready to start firewood.
Yeah, the firewood, the weapons, the longsword, axe, and daggers, and spare sled runners.
That seemed like it. You could leave some of the other stuff.
Yeah.
The breastplate was destroyed, and there were a few. We wanted the tools as well.
Yeah, I said that.
Perfect. Yeah, I just didn't hear it. My fault.
And the spare sled running.
Mm-hmm.
Well, those sled runners, are they going to fit the sled that we have, or are they smaller because they're from smaller sleds?
They're from smaller sleds, but we could pop.
Yeah, I don't think that they would fit though.
Is anyone proficient in either woodworking, tinkering, any kind of inkering?
I've got blacksmithing.
Okay, good enough. Looking at the runners that are being used on the Doom Sled, right?
Yep.
They are basically mammoth tusks that have been filed down to kind of like point. And they are just kind of held on with strapping and whatnot.
Okay.
You're pretty sure that you can rig up anything. If they can rig that up, you can rig up these.
Yeah. I should be able to rig it up if I need to. Wouldn't be a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
They probably would be smarter. It might cut through the snow better.
All right, so
And
you're
we don't wanna
basically
get
putting
stuck out here.
on two axes, one axe, two daggers, one long sword, 3, 15, 20, 72. Another 86 pounds you load onto the Doom Sled. As the dogs begin to move, you realize that you're still within their comfort zone. Although it did take a little bit more to get them started, a little more effort for them to get the sled to start to move, because now you have 3 people, granted small people. Your new acquisition to the party does not weigh very much. How much do you weigh, Brendan?
Good question. Let me look. I'm a ladrin, but I still think I'm a medium-sized creature.
Here, I'll actually, did you roll it up?
No.
Watch this. I got a thing.
Okay.
Hang on. I love this little thing in 5e tools. I gotta tell you. You go to races. There's a little button that you push B, and it will tell you specifically exactly how tall and how much you weigh with one button. You are 5'2", and you weigh 114 pounds.
There it is. Pretty old for an ladrin.
Yeah, your base height's only 4'6".
Yep.
So actually, you rolled pretty high on your modifier for height. All right, so that's another. Winter weighs 5,274 pounds. All right, yeah, you guys are good. God, that's the closest to 3.5 as I ever want to come. All righty. So we have your marching order. So you begin to head out, and for you, Alicia. Am I saying that right? Alicia? Ashala.
Shala. Oh.
That's okay. I didn't get Thea right for like 6 weeks.
I was like, what is he talking
Who's
about?
Thea?
Sorry, it didn't register that you were trying to talk to me.
I know.
So,
I literally did not get Ashala. I did not get Thea right for 6 weeks. I kept calling her Thea.
Yep.
All right, so Ashala, this is the first time you've set out with these guys. So you see that a couple of axe beaks lead the charge as you settle in behind the dogs pulling the doom sled. It's definitely significantly bigger. It's significantly weirder, but you kind of dig it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is like God, I can relate to this a little bit.
No, I didn't want the wooden sleds.
A couple of things
listen,
that
you're riding in style now, all right?
you do note a couple things, Ashala, that your outriders ahead of you on the backs of these loping axe beaks now, kind of these big birds in here as they march. They're not using any light in the dark, and you can see just as well as they can. But you definitely know that they're not. However, the priestess and hers is currently glowing brightly. Her holy symbol is well lit up. So you're getting a little bit of mix of both, and you know, having to take that
Throwing
second
off light.
of kind of squinting to use your vision, and then, you know, look and seeing normally. You proceed for 2 hours. And with that, your survival roll of 15, right? Is that what I'm using?
13 it was.
Oh, okay, with 13. After 1 hour, you kind of you feel like you've lost the track with that blizzard that had come through. You're now going more on clearings and trying to get a sense of openings between the trees that are wide enough that would appear to be some kind of track that you're trying to follow.
Do I notice that Filbert is looking a little lost?
Yeah, I would think that you would.
Yeah, I would be stopping. I would certainly tell Kaz.
So
The blizzard lost the trail.
my hand on my shoulder and say, I know you can do it. With the Lord's guidance, you can do anything.
Yeah, so, as you kind of start backtracking, right? Because you have to, because you realize that you guys all kind of come into an area that's like, clearly the trees are too dense. This is not the way that you meant to go. So as you backtrack, Thea, without a hint of mocking or ribbing, that is somewhat slightly disturbing. And slightly aggravating to you, Filbert. But you feel, that silly warmth of that annoying god flow through you. So you feel, a little bit more sharp, a little more attentive, and you make it back onto the other the fork that you figured, all right, 50-50 chance, and unfortunately you guessed wrong. But you do get back onto that. So I would say roll one more survival for the next leg, but add your guidance. Because it does only last a minute.
Yeah.
So.
13, same.
Well, it could have been worse.
Yeah.
So over the next hour, this area seems to be filled with these kind of snarly one-way dead-end little snags. You don't have much to go by. The blizzard that had blown through is making it very difficult. And part of you is frustrated with it, but a part of you is also able to recognize that, there's something. This is not an easy, straightforward location that you're trying to find.
So, does anyone have a map, or do we know where we're supposed
Does
to?
anybody have a map?
East Trail, the eastern
He's the map. He's the map.
eastern trail is what we were supposed to go on. Eastern direction.
I
Because
take out
personally, I have no idea where we're going. That's why I hired those guys.
You should have kept them alive then. And I pull out my
That was
map
not
cases.
my job. That was their job. That's why they were getting paid.
He's
Well,
sick.
maybe not paid.
Yeah, they didn't get
Very
paid.
good at direction.
Hey, you
so-
should be happy for the burn since you're always cold.
Thank you, Winzira.
Yeah, sometimes you're funny.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
Right.
I can give you some more guidance if you think it would help.
Sure. Who doesn't want the guidance of the Morning Lord?
This time while I'm up front with him, I'll try scouting a little further ahead with my vision and see if I can try to assist him in finding the right direction.
Okay. So you can you get advantage that he's actually helping you out with that.
Jesus, roll 20.
Let's do more.
18.
Okay. I went to all this trouble to write up my own document, and then it didn't fucking save. So hang on just a sec, as I'm trying to pull up my notes.
Put everything.
How's everybody doing? Anybody need a bathroom break or anything?
I'm good.
Did you get
Good.
the link I sent you in Facebook Messenger? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't check it. Sorry.
Yeah, in the chat, so the group chat, there's a link for the OneNote document we have.
You got it.
Session notes is like our big dump, and then we have like different pages for every single. Yes. Big duty. And if we ever like, didn't have ADD, we would take it and put it in the proper pages and stuff, but
No, I get it.
but we also have a loot page too where we keep all the party gold and
Oh, that is so nice. So is someone like the treasurer, or do you all update it from time to time?
I pretty much am the person who does it, but John does it sometimes too.
Beautiful.
Hey, Filbert, also give me a perception.
Please.
Yes, please. At disadvantage, motherfucker. Please that.
All right.
No, I'm kidding. Please give me a
28.
perception. There you go. Okay, so 2 things happen. You don't want to admit it, but Kaz is kind of pointing out bigger spots further down the line. Actually does help you quite a bit. You feel that the track is kind of almost twisting back in on itself, and your ability to only see about 60 feet ahead of you, even with your new spiffy goggles, has been a real hindrance. Him pointing out the fact that, wait, I think beyond there it looks like a dead end, and oh wait, that's going really hard to the left. You immediately responding to him with the, well, of course it is. But then, it helps you out quite a bit. And you're able to navigate around in the correct way. But this really heightened sense now that you have where you're struggling to kind of find your way, it's kind of made you really sensitive to the area as you're going through it. You're really paying close attention. And this being Icewind Dale in the middle of, being taken over by the Frost Maiden, you have grown accustomed to the lack of any kind of wildlife or any kind of, forest or, nature type presence about you. Everything is frozen solid. So it takes a minute for it to register what's off, but you're sensing movement in the trees, and as you're looking, you're starting to see spiders. Not any kind of crazy, weird, grossly huge spiders, but these white, good size, probably the size of your fist body, but it's the same size that you would expect to see normally in trees in a forest, but more and more prolifically in and around. And you're seeing, after a little bit of progressing over the first hour, you're able to make out spider webs that are starting to actually fill in the trees. Snow has kind of made them a little bit more gossamer here and there, which has helped out a little bit. The part that stands out, however, are these kind of, what's the word I'm looking for?
Banana.
Not stick, not vine, but oh Lord,
Bramble.
Branch.
similar, kind of woven looking, almost doll-like figures that's at first only sporadically seem to be caught up in these spider webs, but then in other places more and more you're seeing more of these various shaped kind of doll-like bounded sticks and woven reed all along the path.
Gotcha. So there's a hag coven somewhere nearby, is what you're saying.
No, we're just on our.
I would start pointing that stuff out because that is very concerning.
No, we're just on our way to Burning Man. That's all.
Things are just getting trippy, guys. What was in that banana bread?
I'm so scared.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would point it out to Kaz and the rest of the group. I mean, I would have started pointing it out as the spider started getting a little bit more obvious and noticeable. But certainly when I start seeing makeshift voodoo dolls of sorts,
The Blair Witch shit.
I would definitely point that out. We're probably getting close to the weird turtle lady.
Okay.
Yeah, seems like it.
I would definitely think this would have to be a sign. Why couldn't it be turtles, though?
I like turtles.
It's too cold for turtles here.
Well, yeah, but
Morla was a turtle and she's pretty sure. Onward.
Onward towards the creepy stuff.
Yeah.
for creepy spider grove.
Spiders are
So, you guys are
I
just
would actually
continuing
like
on,
to, sorry, Mickey, I would like to actually dismount the axe beak and go up a little bit in front of the group so I can stealth up ahead and have a pair of eyes in front of the group.
Okay.
If you guys are okay with that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Proceeding along, go ahead and give a one last roll. Yeah.
Oh,
Stealth
want
is good. Stealth is excellent.
Okay.
And then give the survival since you're out by yourself just to see how you manage. All right.
there's the Filbert we know and love.
Yeah.
And it seems like that, whatever kind of backtracking and obscuring of the path that you were laid out in front of you, it almost seems to kind of like you've kind of made past it. You see more and more rocky outcroppings, and notice a definite slight incline as you're starting to move up. The snowpack gives way from its deep snow that you've kind of having to utilize your snowshoes on. I'm assuming you put on when you jumped off of the axe beak.
Oh, yeah.
As we're going to do. Yeah, no. We said that long ago. And that's more for Kayla. It's benefit. Slipping on those snowshoes. You get to a point, though, Filbert, after about 15 minutes of moving cautiously forward, where you actually don't feel you even need them. The snowpack is starting to get thinner. The ground is starting to rise. You're seeing rocky outcroppings. The trees are less and less of the snow-encrusted, nice-encrusted pines. More and more you're getting the remnants of some of the tougher leafed trees that used to be able to survive up here, but now seemingly are frozen solid. it opens up, and you can make out ahead of you kind of a portion where, though it's still rising, it seems to open up. And not far ahead, you see some crates that have been abandoned. Most look like they've been smashed open. And you can make out there's something further up, just beyond your vision, ahead of you. In this kind of open area up this hill. But it is
Right.
beyond the distance of your goggles to make out.
I'll start making my way back to the group and let them know what I found, that there's a clearing up ahead. It looks like there might be some sort of creature there. Evidence of some sort of camp, perhaps. So if you guys are ready, we can try and move forward and see what's going on.
Sure, we could check it out.
I mean, we have to go forward anyway, so we might as well.
Do we have a gift? Gift.
Yes.
She's prepared. We could give her the goblin horn. Not made by goblin. Actually, we have a lot of really cool books too. I mentioned this, by the way. I start like rustling through the sack, and Brendan, I don't know how close you're paying attention. See me like pulling out like books, right? And it's up to you how close you're paying attention, but you might catch The Magical Wonders of Netheril, Mysteries of the Farinum, Wizards in the Hollow, Ajamar's Guide to the Fantastic, The Lost Scrolls of Sabriel, From Shadow Substance, Here Lies the King, and Ventitas. And yeah.
So you're
And I'm
just
like-
reading off book titles, like different books?
Like I'm pulling them out.
Pulling them out and holding them up, going, oh, if that's the one I want to give her, or if that's the one
Okay,
I
all
want
right.
to give her.
And like trying to pronounce them like Fendermanum. I don't know. We found him in some spooky place. She might like this stuff. Gotta give her something. Magey person. Which one of these would be a good gift for a magey person?
And I'll look them over. Do I recognize any of them?
Roll history.
Sure.
And then if you look in the party notes, you can it has actually detailed what's inside of them.
Sure. I rolled a 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I mean, you definitely notice that some of those the lost culture of the Netherese, that sparks your interest, certainly. They were, the epitome of magical power. In your long life, they weren't so far distant that they matched and rivaled even the height of the elvish arcane knowledge. So anything with that is like knows that anything that could be a potential roadmap or insight into those types of magics you would immediately,
Yeah, the Netherese, that one there. Let me see that one.
Well,
Yeah, ended this way.
So, at which point, when Zira, you all hear her go, shit! And then you hear this kind of like hiss, is like another weasel. She grabs by the tail and just kind of whips it around her neck. God damn it! And then you see her kind of shuffle, and then suddenly there's like this badger, Shayla, right next to you, kind of looking at you, like, don't bite her. But there's now a badger, full-on angry badger, not giving a fuck. Look at that little bastard. Finally, she throws out another one, the third one, and finally, and now there is a giant badger right next to the doom buggy, the doom sled, and when Zira hops down and scurries up the back, it is now perched upon the back of a giant badger. Watch out for that one. And protect her. And she looks at you. She goes, "You look a little frail. You won't last long, though." He says that. She says that to you, Ashala.
Oh. I mean, I think I'll be fine. I have a gift for her. I just hope she accepts it and helps me get through my affliction as well.
Whatever.
I've decided.
So do you just always have unlimited animals with you all the time?
Not unlimited.
How many could you create theoretically?
3.
An army?
Well, a very small army. 3.
Would it be an army of rats?
It's a task force.
Squadron.
Yeah, not so much.
And do they do whatever you say, or you just boss them around however you want?
They listen to me. They're smart.
All right, well, could I ride one of your badgers?
She's currently on the one giant badger that's big enough to ride. The other one is a regular badger. You could not ride that.
Yeah.
In fact, it's got pretty nasty looking claws on it. So you wouldn't want to try to get on top of it.
He doesn't look like he likes me very
Maybe
much.
sometime. I mean, Jesus, I just met you, lady.
You're the one pulling out magical animals everywhere.
Okay, we ready to go?
Yeah, onward towards the creepy turtle
And,
lady.
and Kayla,
Yeah,
that's understand. That's Winzera. That's not me kind of dissing you for trying to play along with her. She's just
No,
like
you're fine.
cantankerous and does weird shit. And
You're
literally, we never know what she's gonna do. And I'm trying to like stay true to that without having Rebecca here. So I'm in a tough spot.
You're good.
I am in a tough spot. She would, on another time, I'm literally over here rolling. I don't know if you can see her with the dice going. I'm literally rolling to see how she's going to go because I have no idea.
She has chaos.
She is chaos
Chaos
personified.
incarnate.
Exactly. She really is. Which is awesome. I got to tell you. Fucking awesome. But that's why I really wish she was here. Tonight especially. All right, so what are you guys doing? Filbert has come back. He's mentioned to you that there's this incline. So now we're past dawn, obviously. You guys realize as, you didn't necessarily notice that her little weasel went away. But she did and hopped down immediately and drew some additional ones. The girl on the cart seems to groan a little bit with at the same time, and it kind of thrashes around. She's awake. She looks rather weak, Ashella, you can actually see her. She is looking about. Doesn't necessarily look any worse for the wear of the night. And Brendan, it seems you're, as you see her draw forth and throw down a giant badger, you know how that bag works. You know that even though you can't see it, the dawn should have had broken. And you do not feel any particularly worse. And
Very good. Okay.
Your hypothesis seems to have been correct.
Very good. Okay. That's excellent news. Go ahead.
Restore your temp HP original members
Yep.
at dawn.
Yep.
You are not original.
So are we
Give a base,
Hold on, so-
Kayla. Give a perception, an intelligence-based perception.
Intelligence-based perception.
So that basically, if you have, are you proficient? You're proficient in perception, right?
I am proficient in charisma and
Well, those are saving throws.
yeah.
Under the skills, are you proficient in perception?
No.
Okay, then just roll straight intelligence.
All right.
So just click on the word intelligence.
Yes, gotcha.
Oh no, you
Oof.
no, you're preoccupied with your scarf.
Making sure my face is covered.
Some cold was getting in and it hurts, and you were really working on getting those goggles over the top of that scarf and making sure that no,
Doesn't fog up.
No, that can't happen. Okay, never mind. So what are you guys doing? You guys gonna proceed forward? You gonna turn around and say screw it?
After Filbert came back, I picked my book out that I'm gonna give her, and I'm just gonna go. And
Yeah, I'm going with them as well.
Lord.
What's the you guys doing in order or?
I've got the girl, and I'm gonna try to.
I'll be near the back being observant.
I'm gonna get Kaz to carry the girl,
I'm actually staying in the back this time.
and I'm just gonna walk forward because I walk with the Lord. I'm not hiding shadows. Stuff.
Yep. Stomping forward.
Yep.
Hang on,
He's carrying the
I
girl.
didn't anticipate the girl. Hang on, let me just.
Carrying a girl like football.
Who's
You gotta be
carrying her?
holding her nice.
Is Kaz carrying her?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you have to be holding her like a poor, delicate maiden, like. No.
Yes.
Just hold her nice.
Hold it. Wait, I'm holding.
Fine.
I've got my
Bloody
hands together.
hell.
You can hold her like a baby, like when you're hold them face down.
Hold it. And
All right, so as you guys start to approach up, you kind of see what it is that Filbert was talking about. And approaching a little bit closer, Filbert, from the back, looking ahead, you see once again, you see those crates and whatnot. But now, a fire seems to have been lit. And although it looks a little bit, the top of this hill looks a little bit foggy, you can certainly make out there's somebody up there. with some small. Everybody can give me a perception, and I'll give you a better.
A
Alright. Should I make my sheet larger?
13.
Oh my god.
Perception.
Ugh.
I got a 22.
I got a 1. No idea what's going on.
I attacked the darkness.
Receptive motherfucker right now.
Roll a 4.
So I see. What?
All right.
Yes,
So,
see
chaos.
it.
Wow. Yeah, that's impressive. The full-on one. So, on your character sheet, by the way, up above, there's the thing that says advantage, disadvantage, normal. That
Yeah.
You can switch that in between if you don't want to always do it. We can always we can always figure it out. So it doesn't matter because it's the first roll. If it's not either, and we can always figure it out. It just helps when you get crits. It automatically then will do your damage. So when you're attacking stuff, you just want to make sure. Otherwise, we just have to double dice and do it manually. So well, lots of ones. So some of you see stuff, some of you don't. For those of you who do see stuff, pretty much anybody who got a over a 10. So Thea and Kaz up front. You see kind of an elderly old lady. She seems to be standing in front of a rather rickety, it doesn't look like a very well constructed hut. It seems to be very, very basic. A thatched roof with a lot of snow packed into it, but not so well done. She's feeding sticks into a small little fire. And you can make out 2 or 3 cats kind of crawling in and around her in the area, just kind of making their way around it.
Oh! As I'm walking up.
You, the wise woman of the woods that likes turtles.
I don't like to shout. Come on up, come on. Let's see ya.
Move closer.
All right, so everybody moves up. Cool. Roll for. No, I'm just kidding.
Roll initiative.
Hey, Mickey,
Yes.
can I have some dark vision?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
And not only that, it's 60 with those.
Yeah, it's 6 normal dark vision.
Hang on, let me do something real quick on your character sheet, so I don't have to keep doing this every time I do to another map. Remove, yes, delete. Use the selected token. There we go. Hopefully now it remembers. Well, look at you all coming up to my little nasty shack. Who are you? Speak up. Don't got time for nonsense.
Well, we've come to you. We've heard of your great power and healing abilities, possibly. And as you see, child here is quite afflicted. Wait.
Great power, she says. Look at where I am right now. Great power. And you see, I mean, she's this old kind of wizened thing, white hair, white skin. She's leaning on this kind of almost this birch staff, almost gray with color as she's leaning on it. It does have some things worked into the top. She's wearing a kind of a big cloak around her, so you don't see a whole lot to her. But she looks at you as you say that and says, "Child, you say? What kind of child? Sick? With what? What's she sick with?"
I think she's been infected by the slod.
She got some sort of disease. We ran into some frog-like people. And seems to have afflicted some sort of disease or curse from them.
And I'm a healer of the thunder, but even my can't seem to do anything but slow the tide.
Well, that sounds pretty terrible. Where is this? And she kind of like shuttles forward, leaning on her staff, kind of clicks up. And she sees the child in Kaz's arms and kind of like leans over, starts sniffing at her. Yeah, that is nasty, isn't it? You children have been into all kinds of trouble, haven't you? Well, what do you want from me?
I bring to you a book called Here Lies the King. It's an ancient Netherese novel. I figure if you're living by yourself, I mean, minus your cats. Cats are wonderful company. You might enjoy a story of an ancient poem and entertain yourself. And I hand her the book.
We're hoping maybe you could help the child in return.
A scholar. You take me for a scholar. And she kind of reaches out these long fingers, and you can see these yellow nails as she kind of like doesn't take the book necessarily, but she kind of starts flipping it with these long, curved, thick nails, starts flipping over. Yeah, that's not really much of a interest to me, but I appreciate your manners, young lady. What else? What else would you be looking to give old Mathilda? You're asking much. I may not even be able to do much for this poor thing, but she's not the only one now, is she? No, I can smell.
No, she's
corruption elsewhere.
It's myself. It's me. Much less advanced than hers. And here, I'll bring forward. I have 2 potions of healing. I'll offer them to her.
Yes, those aren't much good to you right now, are they?
They're not, but they're
much. Not much good to you. Oh, that's the way of you kind, isn't it? You pointy-eared. Yes. I've dealt with many of you before. Both sides of the veil. I know your ways.
I have this goblin horn that was not actually made by goblins, but I'm pretty sure it might be important.
I also give her my quarterstaff with the 2 potions and say, as a woman of, we both might share a usage for a good quarterstaff.
Well equipped in that regard, young elf. But that's not to be said that things can't be done. I am a woman who looks to help those in need. For a bit of a fee.
All right, give me a moment. I'll be right back. And I run back to the sled, and I put the book back since she didn't want it. 2 items. I grabbed the Candle of the Deep and the Dark Shard Amulet. And I put one in either pocket. Just to remind you what we have, Mick, I'll put it in the chat.
No, I remember. Okay. Okay.
While they're bickering over staffs.
Ashala's
offer
gonna
stuff
go
I
over
have.
and be like, I also beseech your help, ma'am. And she's gonna give her the potion of a giant strength and be like, I feel like this would be able to help your constitution and to make you strong when you feel weak. I hope it's a good enough gift for you.
Oh. And she comes up and actually, she kind of sniffs real close to you. You are intriguing. You have a bit of kinship. What is it that you wish? You do not care for this child. You do not care for this elf. What is it? What do you want? For I sense you want something too.
She smiles very like calmly because she feels like relieved. And I wish to be able to sustain myself in this environment. You can tell that I'm not from here. And if I stay here too long, things will only become worse with my, my health, my fortitude. And I can't go back home, not yet.
No.
So
No.
I need to be able to stay here.
No. No one can leave, can they? The bitch has you all locked up tight. It has been entertaining to watch. Watch you all scamper. While old Big Tooth here, well, I like the weather just fine. So, 3 things you ask of me. 2 in need of salvation. 1 to feel herself less vulnerable. You bring some gifts, yes, but gifts are trifles. They come, they go. What I find myself in, and she turns around and she smacks at this rickety hut behind her with her staff, and you see, twigs that it's made of start to fly around, is I live in a hovel, driven from my home by those who should have been my friends. So, you look to me for service. Well, that's all well and good. Service I could provide, true. But service in return is what I require. Perhaps with these trifles, perhaps our debt will go into the ledger, then it will be less. But service you must provide me, your pledge, to help me as I ask, and I shall help you. Because this, yes, is in my power. I am familiar with what afflicts you, the frogman you speak, and you, girl from a long way off, I know what you need. I could supply you with what you want. So what say you? It is a trifle thing, a small matter. Drive out the usurper out of my home, the squatter who tries to supplant me and take away my pets so I can go home. Well, the old lady, putting her back in her own place. Surely those noble hearts of yours can respond to that?
What is it that took over your home?
Kern came to me, as you did, asking for aid, seeking to partner, to delve into some secrets. I made the mistake of taking him for his word, but apparently his kind cannot be trusted at all. So now they must be driven out. And once you do so, believe you me, I shall spend quite some time delivering upon him the vengeance that he has earned.
Well, my ability to do this favor for you is significantly limited by what's afflicting me. So if you were to write this as a show of good faith now, I could leave collateral or go with the group and return with something for you, as well as do the favor. In that case.
Yes. Go ahead and roll a persuasion.
Not good.
Yes. You're right. It probably could. But why pay for the cow when you can get the milk for free?
I'm pretty
Just
sure
beef. Who's
Because
got
the
beef?
cow is sick and you might not get the milk before the cow dies.
Well, if you died and the rest of your friends were to make it happen, then yeah. No, but I am not in the process or the habit of paying out before services are rendered. You come to me, you beg, and you ask. I have given you the price. These are the terms. Accept or do not. My clock is not ticking. Is yours?
She's got a point. I yell from the back.
just came back with these other gifts. What's happening?
Could these gifts potentially buy at least one of the two relief? Just a show of good faith to know that we can trust you.
I will give you a counteroffer. I shall keep with me the child, and I shall keep her safe by my pledge, by my troth. She will not descend into the fate that is before her. She will be well. Keep your baubles. Use them should you need them. Other gifts I could bestow upon you should you do this favor for me and you do it well. I will trade in good faith. Though they call me Turtleback for my unfortunate posture, it is a name that I have embraced, for I am methodical and slow in my deliberation. All right.
Sounds square to me. Do it.
Thank you for your consideration and your counteroffer.
So where is this?
Yeah. So,
Where is your home?
well, While she was like talking, I leaned over to Kaz and I was like, going on. And then I had him tell me this. Your surfers acceptable.
Well, you were able to find me. Not an easy task, especially in my recluse. So one of you or more of you must be some skill. Let them come forward. I shall show you. I shall draw you a map.
Map.
Silver just crosses my legs. It's like, huh?
So as you kind of rush forward, she goes to start to scratch with her staff into the dirt, but then notices all of your map cases on your belt. Or would you prefer something on those?
I'll take out one of my working copies.
All right, so then she begins to squat down, and I know, if you ever seen the Dark Crystal, where is that Ezra squats down. The cats, now you guys are close, you see that there's 3 of them. They all kind of like pawing up against her and kind of rub up against her, and they're big cats. I mean, they're not like, they're good 10-pound cats, right? These are big things. But you see her, she just kind of backhands them. She's not loving to them at all. As they come up, back, she smacks them. They kind of bat away, and then they keep coming back though. They keep coming back, and you notice this. And as you roll out the map of the thing, she goes, and she uses her pinky. She kind of like this kind of like darty kind of quick little motion, and comes back up, and there's this black kind of ichor-y looking thing on her pinky, and she traces a couple quick little lines with it. Very deftly, though, you notice that even though she's just using this thick sludge on a pinky, it's making very precise notation on your map. And you weren't far, and you see that like one of the main areas that you went right and could have gone left back in the way. There's a way to go through, and she marks it out, and she puts like an X on the map. And it's not far from here. It's probably maybe an hour or 2. You estimate, Filbert?
Okay.
Now, I will give you some fair warning, though. My home incorporates some of my work. My work being so beneficial to my pets. Creatures so often misunderstood. I've taken them in, I've raised many of them, I've tended to them. Kern, I believe, is probably abusing them, probably tormenting them and trying to enslave them, and I will not have it. However, if you are to remove him from my home, you should be warned that my home lies within the middle. An island, if you will, on a frozen lake. And my pets lay all around it. Any way that you enter, you're likely to have to deal with some of them. And I understand this. They will see you as a threat, even if I was there. But be warned.
What are these pets?
just forest creatures who I've taken in.
There's no forest around here.
Roll a persuasion at disadvantage, Filbert.
No forest.
It's a 6.
Yeah, I will say this, halfling. They are not like the cats that you see here. They are larger creatures who would see you as quite the meal. Windsor kind of laughs.
2
in
legs,
the
4
background.
legs, 8 legs.
A very valid question. Some 4, some 6, some 8. Wait, not 6. Sorry. Some 4, some 8.
How many pets do you have? You seem to be quite the collector.
I can't say how many of there still. Kern is an ass. God only knows what he might have done. Some used to swim. He may have even brought some of his own. But I would say that if you head in from any direction, you are likely to find at least 2 or 3. Please, I would ask you not to lay too much carnage. But I will understand if you need to deal. As they no longer may listen to anything that I could tell you to tell them.
Yeah, they're not going to listen to you. We're going to have to deal with them, if you know what I mean.
I do. And I understand.
So we're all
Yeah,
being
so-
transparent.
We get rid of this guy, Karn, Porn.
Can, the vile fucker. Can.
So you want to get rid of him with extreme prejudice?
Well, that would
Or
be
can't-
delightful. That would actually be fantastic.
Can't.
Bring me
or can-
his tongue, shall you? It'll make a lovely meal.
If the
When
goblin
Zara
doesn't
goes,
eat it, you should have
like
the tongue.
that.
What? I didn't sign up for that.
And what did this Kern do to you
He,
to make you so vindictive?
Oh.
do you see the straw hut that I now dwell in, darling?
He stole her home.
Yes, I mean, you are alone. It's beautiful out here. You know, in your frozen oasis with your cat.
This is my price. If you are unable, I wish you well. Truly, I do. I am patient. I will have my home back either way. I was being magnanimous, offering you this simple task.
You happen to
get
have
all
a. You
that
happen to have
you
a.
want. I'm
You
sorry.
happen to have
Elf?
a horn or a whistle of some kind, something that they might innately respond to.
That sounds very cruel. To shackle people that you care for. Would you do such a thing?
Maybe. I don't know.
She
To
looks
get their
directly.
attention.
She looks directly at Winzira searchingly, as she says so.
So we are, just to be clear, we're not
Maybe.
required to dispose of Kern. We just need to get him out of your house, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, we don't have time for all this squabbling. We need to get you well because we still need to head to the north on the very important task that we were set upon. I look at Filbert.
North or south? I thought we were heading south.
South.
It's south.
Yeah. Oh.
Shit, I'm not the cartographer.
Heading into the spine. So many unseen dangers in the spine.
There's a couple.
Some of them seen too.
It's what we must do to save this girl and to keep our party strong. Then I suggest that we do it in the most fair way that we can possible. Sorry, lady, but we may have to dispose of some of your pets. And it's not within my conscience to dispose of Kern unless he makes that an impossibility. And if so, then he shall go and join our Lord. Light.
Tongue.
We're doing the clear the people off the house then.
Yes.
All right.
So which pets do you like the least? And while she does that, she says that, how stupid of a thing does she do? I'm feeling she does something pretty stupid. All right. Yep. Yes, she does. So, as she's been sitting there, she attempts to do that. And let's just see how that goes. Shall we? She has to make a wisdom save.
Is she whispers or a creation?
I don't know. That does say whispers, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I'm reading that. I'm like, this sounds familiar, and it doesn't sound like a creation part.
No, all of her stuff is whispers.
Huh.
Yep. No, I'm looking at all of it on here. Which is weird because I thought she was creation.
I thought so too. Did she change up?
I don't know. I'll talk to her about it when I see her next. In the meantime, I'm going to go what's on the sheet because I cannot handle anymore. I got too much shit going on. So I'm still trying to figure out, is that a DC wisdom save? Yeah. All right, so...
Yeah, wisdom. Nice.
Yeah, you're right. I am fond of them. Shit. Damn it. All right. What is it, Goblin Girl, that you wish to know? Would you wish to know which ones you can dispatch with most easily? I have my dogs in the northwest. Excuse me, the northeast. I have my rescue 8-legged friends in the northwest of my home. To the southwest are my lovely little bears in their nests. And to the right are my servants, though.
What? You broke up there.
To the southeast are my servants in their abode, for I am too important and too long of tooth to do my own fetching and carrying. You can understand.
All right. Well, if we're going there, let's go there then.
That's fine with me.
Yeah.
What was in the southwest again?
Bears?
Yeah, bears.
The what?
Bears.
Bears.
The Bears.
Numbers. Okay.
I will give you this one bit of warning. Dispatch with whomever you need to quietly. Use the element of surprise.
Can do.
You will need to.
No thunder, Thea.
Not much of a quiet guy, but try.
In the meantime, I shall keep this fair child here, and she shall be safe. You have my word. She will be precious to me in your absence.
She's the one who brought us to you originally.
Oh, then doubly so. I wish to talk to her after she's recovered, of course.
She has no family now. They were all taken by the curse.
Tragic. Tragedy. Tragedy often breeds the best stories, though, don't you believe?
I don't know. I have this really wonderful story about how I punched a fish once.
Oh, come on. We got work to do. Let's go.
Tragedy for the fish.
I do believe some of you, the clock is ticking, is it not?
It is. Tick tock, tick tock. Let's go.
A lot of my patriots.
We got hunting to do.
Very.
All right, let's hop on the sled and Beaks. Let's roll.
Doom sled.
I really wish it was like, the main man's sentient motorcycle now.
Right?
Lobo. All right, so I bid you farewell and good luck. And the cat's all, as you lay down Kira onto the ground in front of this little hut, the cats kind of all start to like press up against her and curl up on her, or, in this kind of fashion, almost like they're trying to keep her warm. But then they kind of all sit pressed up against her and just stare at y'all.
Awesome.
Well,
You're off.
we shall see you soon.
We bid you farewell, Turtleback.
She just kind of waves her staff at you. Until I see you. And let's do a 5-minute break right there. Because I got to.
Okay.
All right.
I had a crazy plan. I wanted to discuss with the group before we stealthed in to approach or wherever this place would leave for wherever this place would be.
Yep.
So we need to be quiet and we need to convince this guy to leave the area of hers, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So I can fly and I am very persuasive. So if we sneak close enough to not alert any of her pets, I fly up to the center. It's like a lake with a thing in the center she described and wrote all this stuff for us, right? I fly into the center where the guy is likely to be. I have my book where if I could suggest for him to pack his things and leave, it's not harmful. It's within a sentence or two, and I can be pretty persuasive when I try to, and I read from my book to do it. If he does that and leaves, it lasts a long time. He's going to go in a certain direction for a long time. We report back to her. we've done our job. But that's contingent on a lot of things, but that's my idea.
We could try it.
Yeah, might as well.
But I'm already like on my way out here with this curse anyway, and it minimizes the risk of all of you.
Okay.
All right.
Hey,
Whatever.
I thought you were an elf.
I am an elf, yes.
I thought they were all dicks. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, just don't bet on me being this nice all the time. Kind of impending death after a long time of being alive type of situation.
That will put things in perspective for you.
Yeah, I don't mind being transparent now either, considering how dangerous this is about to be.
All right.
Onward.
You smell delicious.
That's fair.
So,
right. Going.
Well, if you do survive, I got a bunch of books.
how we coming at this place?
I guess we try the Maiden's plan first.
Well, we gotta go. Well, which direction do we want to face? Dogs, the spiders, the bears, or the servant?
Wouldn't the dogs or the servants sound like the easier? I would say we should take it from the east.
Whichever would be least likely to detect me, whichever we think has the least power of perception, least observant.
Servants sound pretty dumb. They're probably
Servants could be, I don't know,
zombies.
zombies. I don't know, but zombies.
I fucking hate zombies. Can't even
I don't know
eat
if
them.
it's zombies. Servants sound sentient to me. Sounds like things that could perceive me. Am I wrong about that?
Well, I mean, spiders can, dogs can.
Bears. And if
Right.
we wake a bear, do you think that that would go well for us at all? These things
No.
don't necessarily sound nice.
I think our angle of approach doesn't matter if our plan is to stay stealth and away from them, to not alert them, to have me try to fly up. So I think no matter what, our angle of approach might not matter.
Well, zombies. So,
Servants side.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm
As good as
I'm
anything else.
actually went in the woods, I would consider zombies my servant. Putting that out there.
All right.
I'm telling the Nathaniel the next time I see him.
What? I don't like zombies. I'm
You
good at
just said
killing
You
zombies.
just said I heard you. Y'all heard her.
Owned with facts and logic.
I'm so gonna tell him, because you know, I'm fucking tight with him. He wanted me.
Yeah, he brought you back dead. I don't see you praying
Oh,
to
you
him every
didn't even see other planes, other things. You don't even know.
Are you saying that your faith in my God is stronger?
Oh no, I don't particularly. I told him I'm not that kind of goblin.
You didn't want to accept it light, holy.
And hey, Rebecca, if that's not the way you wanted to go with that, I truly apologize. All right.
What was the name of our Pigtooth? Is that her name? The name of the lady we interacted with? What's her name?
Turtlepie.
Turtleback. Okay.
But Hilda, her
Matilda.
name is Matilda.
Matilda.
With a book.
With an H. Hey,
Let me look at the thing. Yeah.
yeah, that's your nickname.
Of your party, Ashala is the one who probably knows the she knows the full name because she came specifically seeking her out after spending several weeks.
Yeah, her name is Turtleback Matilda. Oh my god.
Mathilda, actually.
Matilda.
It's not pronounced Matilda. Even with
Matilda.
Oh yeah, Pig Tooth.
Matilda.
So let me ask the DM this question. Did she refer to herself as anything when my character was there with her?
Yes. She spit out this mixture. Actually, roll an insight. Let's do a retro as you think back to it. Insight on your memory. All right, being a Ladderin, you're able to actually do that and recall distinctly and picking up some of the clues in her. She said the name Pigtooth.
Pigtooth, yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said
And
at
it was
first.
a mix, but you picked up a mixture of both anger at the name, but also kind of pride and resignation. All kind of swirled all together in this mix of fury.
And so what I think we're going to approach the servant side southeast, I think is what we said, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
As stealthy as possible, if that means we go slowly enough where we don't raise any suspicion.
All right, so everyone give me a stealth check.
Okay, I'll do that.
Oh, that's
I'm
good.
great at
Skills.
So
I am
stealthy.
so good at those.
Wait. Kaz, don't roll yet. May Lysander guide you in your task. +4. Why do you have it at advantage?
Fuck.
So I got 6. Yeah. I'm giant Goliath in heavy armor.
I'm also at advantage. 15. That's actually pretty good for me. Cause aren't I in heavy? Or
Yeah.
did I?
You
The
got
scale
magical,
mail. I've got the magical scale mail now.
but that's
It's still heavy armor. Yeah.
It's still no, yeah. So not bad. Filbert, where the fuck did Filbert go?
We'll never know.
Until you said that. From suddenly what you thought was a rabbit. All right, so I got Filbert, I got Kaz, I got Thea. Need stealth from the other two of you. I guess I should roll it for Winzera too.
I rolled stealth in there, I think.
I don't see it in the chat. Oh yeah, 8.
you-
I'm sorry, Kayla. I got you guys both. I am so
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
I
we-
got you.
yeah,
I got
we-
you guys.
Cool.
The guidance threw me off.
Yeah. I didn't
All
see
right,
it.
so when Zira gets the roll, but her badger's got a roll too. Christ, these are small. Oh, by the way, while I'm looking for her stealth, good God, I cannot fucking see it.
Her badger has to roll stealth?
Yeah, she's riding it.
Yeah, okay, got it.
She's not leaving it behind.
I forgot she was riding it. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Forgot
she
riding the badger.
refuses. She refuses to leave the fucking badger behind
It's amazing.
because it's Winzera, and you all know damn well she wouldn't.
Yep.
There ain't no way she'd leave that thing behind. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Badger's not. Well, we'll see. Still roll better than half of you. All right. Oh, on a quick side note, because I keep forgetting. Okay. So, making your way, Filbert, needing no more guidance than this disturbingly crisp and refined markings that she put on your map, Filbert, with her fingernail and this sludge. It is a far finer script than anything else that you've had on there. It's very clear, and you're able to mark out certain landmarks that she had actually penciled in. Ridges, inclines, that she was able to do quickly in a matter of seconds, just with her nail. You make your way down into a bowl. And as you do so, you do have the benefit of the light is slightly starting to pick up. So you know that it is approaching around that 10 o'clock time frame where you're starting to get a little bit of witch light. It's not really impacting much at this point, other than the fact that you're able to make out now differentiation between the trees and the sky and horizon, so that it's easier to see that you are descending now into a bowl.
Sorry, I was trying to download it and it yelled at me.
Oh, no worries. You quietly attempt to make your way closer. And as you do so, you see kind of beyond the edges of the trees that you're moving through, you definitely are making out light as you're approaching. You're seeing a flickering of light through the trees, reminiscent of campfire. Filbert, leading the scouting, you're able to make out beyond the edges. Looks like some kind of rough fence. But even from where you are currently, you're able to see that partial of the fence has been broken down, and there's a gap almost on the line that you guys are heading into. And from that, let's drop you right around here.
Man, look at those graphics. Oh, there we go.
Give it a minute. It's high resolution, sweetheart.
Oh,
Might be my character's perspective. It's all crazy.
Well, I hope it comes through.
I see like a strip of something.
yeah, I got some bushes and stuff now.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I see it. We got bushes.
There it is.
And paths. And a fence with a broken.
The one that we have for the recording finally came through.
Yeah, I can't.
I can.
You can fine.
Just give it a second. It will catch up. The map that I don't want to give. Well, fuck. It's a spoiler, but whatever. The map that I just loaded is very large. So I'm not surprised it takes a minute.
Cass can see everything. What's up? I was wrong.
I'm going to
I see it.
look out. Do you want me to make a perception check or anything? See what I see on the map?
Hang on, let me see what you see on the map.
I can see
you have
everything.
that stupid, crazy dark vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll it, and I'll give you a sense.
Okay. Ah, crap.
That's all right. 22, right?
Yep.
So what you see is a palisade that has been set up. What's your background, Kaz?
The son of a famous adventurer from Southland.
Yeah, fine. That's good enough.
Yeah.
So
From up here,
yeah,
south.
in your travels, I mean, you have spent in your early days begging for a place to sleep in haylofts. You have stayed on, farmsteads as you made your way north, looking for your, eventually make your way all the way up to try to find out where you came from. You recognize a pen for livestock when you see it.
Okay.
And that is what is in front of you now. Part of it has been knocked down and lies in flattened on into the snow. And you can see where there are mangers and food grains beyond. But there are also now tents have been set up within this area. And you see several hulking figures.
Would I be able to recognize what those are?
Roll a nature real quick. I mean, the DC here is 5.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I would. Damn it, I didn't do the thing, but
Yeah, but 10. You got a 10.
No, it's a 4.
No, you use that at disadvantage.
There, back to normal again. Yeah.
Oof.
4, right?
Yep. You recognize, several orcs standing around a central a fire in the near distance. You can make out the light of another fire beyond. But from where you are, Kaz, even with your stupid pain in my ass crazy.
See 6 of them.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, because of the trees and whatnot, you can make out these 3,
Yeah.
but you see a flickering light. Truthfully, with your line of sight, I didn't put in all the trees and all, I didn't block out everything, so you could definitely see those 3.
Well, I'll turn back and be like, well, they're definitely not undead.
They're not zombies?
No, we've got, seems as though her servant port.
Well, that's stupid.
I can see 3, but
It's not even good at serving people.
I can see 3, but I'm pretty sure there's more beyond because I see another fire. 2 fire. So my suspicions lead probably more, but I see.
Guess what that means? Burn them all.
Do you want
She could have at least warned us. She made it sound like it was just, some butlers hanging about.
Butlers. Just a butler sitting around a campfire protecting
Their servants. Just they can
very
go
intimidating.
order.
It's very intimidating. We're hiking through the woods and butlers were sitting around a campfire. I'm going the opposite direction.
Wizards gonna hate our street. Sarah believes that all orcs are. Wizards of the Coast.
So, who likes dogs? Except she said
we
it-
definitely
she
go
said
for
it-
the dog.
She said it, dags.
Should we
Eggs.
should we back off and circle around to maybe an easier
Because I
opponent?
had to watch it for the 450th time again the other night. Yeah, Tommy, proper fucked.
So I'll go. Do you think the orcs will listen to her? No, they're not like feral, and I'll turn myself with the sky self into her, into the pigtooth, a woman with the sky self.
I mean,
Well, she said that they probably wouldn't listen to what she has to say.
Not all of them, I would imagine. Maybe the ones like bears, they're bears. Like, they're bears. Orcs can talk, right? Maybe.
Maybe.
You speak Orcish?
No.
You really think we could reason with a bunch of orcs?
I don't. I think
I
fire
guess
is
it
a
all
good.
depends how they identify.
How they identify.
I could
Well,
fly
yeah, they're
over them and
pronouns.
see. I could fly up and see where this guy is too. If we were going to go with that, and if anything goes wrong, I'll just fireball them, and that's your cue to charge in.
Okay.
Oh,
Filbert doesn't charge.
I like that idea. Elfie, you look better and better.
Well, yeah. I mean, we could try it.
I still think the orcs are a bad idea, but it is what it is.
So you
It's your
see,
funeral.
you
I'll
see
just be attending
Winzira
it.
actually pick out her. You can hear this like very, very quiet. You can barely hear it, each of you. Just discordant kind of thing that she's plucking on her lute. And as you look back at her to try to hush her, each of you, all you see are gleaming teeth in this dark hood.
With zero, are you right?
Did I
Alright,
ever
well-
tell you about my daddy? Leroy?
His last name Jenkins.
Wasn't he killed by a Yeti? No,
Shush!
she said her.
Shush!
Yeah,
Let the
and then
bard speak!
fish, and I don't know. It's a bunch of-
Are we doing this or what?
Do it.
All right, so I'll do it. So do you want me to go first, and then you guys can run in?
Well, that was the plan. You were going to fly, right? And if you need
right.
help, you shoot a fireball.
All right, so I'm gonna cast fly.
Okay.
This is not the stealthiest approach.
And I'm gonna cruise at the treetop level and go in this direction. Let me try to explain. So
There's that ruler-looking circle with a line coming out of it. There you go.
So I want to kind of go in this direction with the use of the tree line.
Okay.
So this way. And so I see a few more.
Yeah, from now how far you're flying at the tree level, right? So 30 feet up.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking down. Since you're up above, they're at disadvantage on their perception. Because nobody looks up.
Nope.
Oh, it's a good thing they were at disadvantage. Oh!
Pretty good.
Yep. So nobody
Alright.
seems to notice as you
Right,
begin
so
to
far.
move past.
Cool. And I'm gonna cruise then. If I think I've gotten there, I'm gonna cruise towards the hut.
Oh, so you're coming in closer. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Just a little bit closer.
So as you're getting closer, you notice there is a rise, like a hillock,
Okay.
upon which there is a lookout tower built.
Hmm.
And I believe with your dark vision, it is sufficient enough to see that upon that lookout tower is a orc sentry.
Okay. And the guy I'm looking for, is he an orc too or no? He's not, right?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I am. I'm trying to remember her description of him.
She did not actually give you a description, nor did anyone actually ask for said description.
Nope.
Okay.
Just looking for tongues.
Yeah, she's trying to eat it.
She did say she would love for you to bring her a tongue. All right.
Oh, a tongue. So the tongue
How
of the
far
guy.
is
is what
your dark vision's how far? B?
60 feet.
All right, so you actually can't quite see him,
No, just out of reach.
nor can he quite see you.
Okay.
I don't know why you're showing visibility, though.
I don't know why either. I could look again. It could be 90. I have to look.
Yeah, it is
I
90.
think 90 there you go. Well,
So
there you
you
go.
have 90 foot.
Mm-hmm.
So you see him. He seems to be looking all in. You can kind of with your
Like, what about
with your
his
elvish
breath?
eyes.
Yeah.
You see him he's actively searching. I mean, this is not a guy who's slacking off in his guard duties. He is patrolling and looking all around. He looks generally at your direction and keeps going.
Okay. All right. So, let's see. I think what I want to do first is the plan was to approach the hut without being seen. So if he's done his pass and hasn't seen me, I'm going to use that as an opportunity to try to fly over the hut to see if I could get a closer look at if there's anyone inside it or anything else like that. But I'm not going to get too close. I'll maybe fly. Again, I'm very high up. Fly like maybe 10 feet closer to get a closer look.
Okay.
And again, with the guy, the other thing I was going to ask, like, if he has the sentry and the lookout tower, if he has any distinguishing features that make him look more important or,
Okay.
like,
Yep. Yep.
those types of things.
Okay, so moving in close enough now, you're at his edge of his perception.
Okay, all right.
Just so you know, I mean, that is 60. You just move within 60.
All right.
If you choose not to, I'll let you recant.
Yeah, I
Move
do
back
not
a
wish to
little
do
bit.
that, so I'm just going to move back
But
5
you don't
feet.
necessarily know exactly how far he can see,
Right, true.
in fairness.
Right.
But yeah, you kind of, and you're still 30 feet up.
Right.
Okay, so, I mean, you're still 30 feet up. So the folks down, you see now, clearly, you see 2 campfires. You see a large tent, a couple smaller tents. This right here is more of a kind of a paddock for livestock. It's currently it's empty. There's no livestock whatsoever. You don't see. I mean, if you're looking for kind of where old Mathilda said she lived, you don't see anything that fits where you would expect to see an old woman live. You see a hide tent where the sides are all bones and whatnot, and a couple smaller ones.
Okay. So then I'm thinking, and I close my eyes, and go into my mind. And I remember her describing a lake, and I see what begins to be a frozen lake over there. So I'm going to dart back along what I believe the edge of the person's vision is on this lookout tower. I'm going to cruise back over in this direction.
Okay. A 4 and a 3
Okay, cool.
on the die. Do
And
as you
I-
will, son.
I keep cruising towards the lake area, and
Okay, so I'm gonna pause you there.
yep.
Okay. So, while this has been happening, a couple minutes have passed. You guys are back in the woods. Anybody want to do anything?
No, we're waiting for a signal.
Waiting for a sign.
Waiting for a fireball.
Okay. So you are all just being unawares and ready. Very good. Okay. B, resume.
All right. So
Yes, so
I'm
from where
going-
you are now,
want a description of what I see.
so
Looking in this
with
direction.
every passing moment, because of the time that you have decided to do this, it's getting slightly lighter.
Okay.
And it's becoming easy to now see, with your dark vision especially, the fact that there is indeed open ice beyond the trees. And you see a small island beyond that with additional trees. You're up 30 feet, so you're able to see, you're not impeded by it. It's certainly not large enough to, have any kind of home, but there is a body of what, if it wasn't eternal winter, might be water, which is now clearly frozen solid.
So I would surmise this wouldn't be enough area for her to live in this exact island, but where she could live could be beyond in this direction.
Absolutely. In fact, I mean, you can make out this entire landmass, and it's very small. And you see some trees, you see some rock outcroppings. I'm pretty sure you can. What you see is what you see. Hang on. Yeah, you can see it.
Right.
What you see is what you see.
Yeah,
I mean,
so I'm gonna try.
because you are above everything.
Right, and so I'm gonna try, knowing the light situation, I'm gonna try to use the as far away from this guy's range as I can go. Not as far, but like knowing, I'm trying to guess what the guy's range is. I'm gonna move in this direction and try to move back towards the group, in a quick way possible.
Yeah.
This way. So then I'm going to try to move back towards the group and kind of cruise down towards the group as to not alarm them. Trying to do this in an expedient way to preserve the amount of time of fly I have left. I would presume I've burned half of it to do that, which would be half an hour, but that's up to you.
No, I wouldn't say that.
More of it?
Flies an hour, right?
Right.
No, I wouldn't say that it was a half hour. I'd say if you're doing cautiously, it's 15 minutes.
15. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
tops.
Cool.
You didn't go that far.
Cool. So then I
Filbert,
cruise down.
give me a perception.
Perception.
Yep.
To everyone?
Yeah, everyone. Yeah, everyone.
Oh, sorry, I'm at disadvantage, so
Yeah, we'll just take the first one. It's no worries.
Love my role today.
Well,
How about that for Windsor? Windsor is like picking her teeth with a dagger, and then starts pulling off her boot to do her toenail.
And then back to her tooth.
Well, no, she's licking the blade after the toenail. There's some good eats on that. All right, so Filbert. Thea, let me do Thea
Yeah.
first. You start to pick up, noises beyond, right? You see the light through the trees. Now you're starting to hear, but where before it was relatively quiet, you're starting to hear things move around. You're hearing something banging on something, gruntle, kind of filtering through the trees. Filbert, with yours, you're kind of up there and looking for it. You're able to hear and see, movement. There are things moving no, Thea, you don't actually pick out, unless you have do you have Orcish?
no, that's roll 20 wigging the hell out. All I was trying to do was look at my languages, but it's so lagged out
Yeah.
with the map.
And in fairness, the map that I have up on your screen right now is huge.
Yeah.
I normally would not do this, but for this particular thing, it's 4 times as big as the thing I normally would put on there. So it's
Fine.
I know. I'm just saying this is slightly my design problem for this encounter, but I want it, so fuck it.
No, so just ignore that. That was just trying to
It's all good.
scroll
No,
down.
no. If you had Orcish, I'd want to know.
I can cast comprehend languages. Can I hear it though? I have like slow ass perception.
I mean, you hear filtered sound. Just kind of like you hear something coming up from above, but not. You can't pick it out as any kind of speech or, even any kind of like anything. Filbert, though, being accustomed to doing this kind of thing, Filbert, you recognize the sounds of a rousing camp.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'll be the one flying down to the group again.
All right.
I thought you'd go up to him and pretend to be the witch.
And what's up?
I thought you were gonna go pretend to be the witch.
I could have. I wanted to see what I could find first, and I think I found a way for us to bypass these fools and make towards her domicile.
What's the idea?
Through this way, through the trees, and I'll mark it, and I've described to them, for brevity's sake, the path, general direction, especially to Filbert, who's good, the best of these things, the path and direction to get closest to where I believe the frozen lake is, through the trees in that direction.
And we'll be unseen then. Is that what you're saying?
There's a guard in this general area, and I described the northwest direction and on a ridge that he is. And if we stay in the trees, the way I described, the tree line goes right up until the frozen lake starts. So that will get us a lot closer to where we need to be, and we can bypass these servants.
Maybe Filbert can take him out with the stealth archer. OP.
But yeah,
Depending how hardy they are, I might be able to take one of them out before they all realize what's going on.
I'm
right.
talking
And we do.
about the guard.
I think. Oh, the sentry guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. I think if we can get there stealthily anyway, which we'll have to do to get close enough to hit him, I think we should just keep going.
Okay.
It seems to be the best since that's what she recommended we do.
Right. So I described that to them and then kind of hovered to show them the path I took to get there, and we'll kind of fly in silently in front of them to guide them through.
Brendan, go ahead and show us using that the measurement tool.
Mm-hmm.
How you would go, how you would
So-
suggest. Like you can
So I would want-
literally go up and then right click and then left click while you're doing it to drop a point and do crazy shit like this.
Okay. So I want them to stick to the tree line to go through this way. And because of the general direction the general direction, my thing is moving a little bit too much when I do that. But basically, I want them to go that way along the tree line.
Mm-hmm.
So then if they were doing that, I'll move my guy so I can get a vision of as we go here. I want them to avoid what I perceive is the range of this guy here. So I want them to go this way. The road is the only thing, I guess, that I didn't have to interact with directly, that I flew over. But I want them to go at least in this direction.
Okay. So you start to fly ahead, Everyone give me a stealth roll. First.
Good.
The
Man of thunder
I
got
wouldn't
your
be
hand.
flying above.
No,
Out of
I
sight
I
type
got
of
you.
thing.
And that's why they're going to be able to manage to go on that almost straight line because you're flying above. So there's
Oh
no.
my god, a 4.
Plus my stealth.
Nice roll 20.
You get a D4.
Who gets a D4?
So I have a 9.
13. Roll a D20 plus 3.
We so sneaky.
I mean, at your closest along that line, the closest guy is 55 feet away from you. So he is at very much disadvantage. Kaz, you got a 5 plus 4? Is
No.
that how it works? So a
Plus
9?
4, yep.
Thea got a 6.
Yeah.
And
13.
Ashala, a 4.
Char. Yeah.
Is she so loud?
She's just like sneaking through the
actually, she
woods, but
started
like
moving
has
very
like some tin
sinuously
cans on
through
her
the
back.
trees and through the snow, and then she stubbed her toe and went, "Fuck! Have that removed." All right, so just out of curiosity, let's just double check to see what happened. Disadvantage. 11 plus 5. So you all make it up around this area. Right over there.
Can you ping it? All right.
Right. Brendan, you roll perception. Actually, never mind. You're actively looking. You see one of these guys kind of step away and come over and just kind of look around.
Okay.
I whisper to Winzira and ask her to let one of her badgers run out to make them think that's what made the noise.
Ooh, that's a good idea. All right. So she does so. And this badger starts to run all out. What do I...
Since I know we were noisy as hell.
Emergency pocket badger.
Deploy the badgers.
All right. All right. He grunts. All right,
So-
I take half of what I said bad about you back.
All right, let's press onward then.
Yep.
Carefully. Lead them this way.
So
Try and stay out of the guy's range. Like here.
Yep.
And then explain to them that the lake is this way. motion with my hand silently. What?
Mick, can you snap us to center? Because we're just black screen. It's not loading.
I can see.
As soon as I remember how
Yeah,
to do
right here.
it.
Okay, there we go.
Sorry, it took me a hot minute to remember how to do it.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna move again. After I point in the direction that the lake is, I'm gonna move. Whoop, 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 whoop. This way.
All right. So you guys see, you know, this relatively new member of your party, this elf, flittering from the tops of trees to tops of trees, and he keeps beckoning you on. At one point, he told you to stop. You can see his hand motion as he looks down, and you guys stop and crouch down low. Filbert picking up some of the noise and garbled orcish voices kind of coming through the trees. But after a few moments, he kind of beckons you forward. And you start to move forward again and proceed through. All of you now are starting to recognize the fact that you're making out the individual trunks of trees, and there's a little bit of light now between the trees, and you can actually see a little bit beyond just the black of night, and you're able actually to make out your surroundings. With every passing minute, it seems to be getting a little bit brighter.
Then, what's up?
Do you think they're gonna be able to see us once the light reaches the sky? Like once it gets bright enough?
Yeah, I extinguished my light.
Well, you know this happens, 4 hours every day. You get this kind of twilighty kind of thing right around noon.
We could wait.
If we wait, we'll probably be discovered. I don't think that's a smart idea either.
Then we should just risk it for the biscuit.
Let's fuck him up.
Yeah, I like her style.
All right, let's go.
And I'll whoop, 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 over to the edge of the lake here, tree line wise.
Filbert,
Okay.
you got sentry yet?
Trying to stay below the tree line, not trying to go above it.
All right, meta boy.
I'm aware of where he is the whole time. Trying my best to move
You
on.
are, but you are also starting to become aware of the fact that
It's getting brighter and brighter.
no, and the fact that you're staying below the tree line shields you from sticking out from the horizon that's getting a little bit lighter. And as such, you're able to move forward. No alarm is raised.
Good. All right, we bypass them entirely, see? As easy as that. No stress at all.
So we'll sneak forward, I guess. Do we re-roll stealth or we keep it?
No, we'll just keep that for now. Brendan, give me a perception.
Yep.
Okay, never mind.
Like entirely focused on the.
Yeah, but no, you see that there is definitely kind of a path that moves, up this way. and there is a kind of a rise that begins in this direction. And above, coming out of the ice, there is like at least a 15-foot kind of, not so much a cliff, but an incline where you can see exposed rock and whatnot.
All right, so if they're all with me, right? They all made it over to here by me, right?
Yeah, we'll say everybody kind of joins you.
Okay. So I'll kind of fly down to them for a second and staying entirely below the tree line and say, hey, she described her places in the center of the lake, so we could go that way. There's a well-worn path and a cliff face that way. What do you guys think we should do?
Whatever is less strenuous on my feet.
Well, I'm thinking, I don't know what's up that cliff, but if where we need to go is the center of this lake, I feel as though we should be heading towards the center.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the way she described it, especially Filbert, if she like was very descriptive map-wise or marking-wise, would it be more in line with what she marked or left us, that it's in the center of the lake or in this area by the cliff?
Vicky?
She did not give you a whole lot of layout. Once you got to this area, she drew kind of a body of water. She drew a little circle on the inside of the water. And that was it.
All right.
That
Try the
makes
center of the
sense.
water first. I mean, we could be in the center of the water. It could be water over there too. We don't even know. So, just
It can't hurt to try.
give it the old try. And keeping in mind this, so I want to go this way. And say, I'll be right back. I'm going to look. And I'm going to try to look out this way to see how far beyond the ice goes. And if it's just ice on a frozen lake, I should be able to see pretty far once I break this tree line a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, as you kind of fly out over it, and as they move their way up stealthily, you can, hugging it towards the top of the trees, you see where it ends. You see a pretty good expanse of frozen lake. Because of the fact that morning is moving on, your normal vision is improved by the ambient light, and you can see where there is an island, if you will, that climbs up significantly out of the water. It's almost a flat plateau raised up out of this frozen lake. Meanwhile, doing this in the kind of a stealthy manner, time has progressed.
Yep.
And you probably have maybe 10 minutes left of your spell.
Okay. So I'll fly down again, whoop, 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 and say, there's a plateauing kind of island in the lake. And you said how far away, feet-wise? This direction?
The edge of the lake is probably about 70 feet. But the edges of it climb up a good 20 feet.
Okay, so as far as I understand, 70 feet out into this lake here, there's
To the
something
edge of
where-
this kind of face, which then goes up. It's not completely vertical. It's sloped,
Right.
steeply
Right.
sloped,
But this is
which
frozen.
climbs about 20 feet up.
But this is
We could
frozen.
go.
The lake.
Yeah, but we can walk across the lake.
Oh, it's frozen. Yeah, it's definitely frozen.
Big time. So my question is, do we investigate what the heck is up here? Or we're just gonna go for whatever's over here, right?
I think we should go for the island.
Let's do it.
Head to the center. It's the smartest thing to do.
And I'll hold out a hand for Winzira to ride for the last 10 minutes if she wants to ride along with me. Is she light enough to hop on my shoulders?
What's the carry weight?
Of a, I don't know.
You can carry one medium creature, I believe.
Shit. Would she like that, or would she want to ride the badger across the ice?
Thought her and I were vibing, but we'll see.
Well, she likes to ride her little
Yeah,
guys.
she likes to ride random shit, so.
She does. Roll a persuasion.
Okay. $15.
All right, so that is 75%, right?
Yeah.
No. I'm good. I'm gonna take my badger. She
All
rolled
right.
an 88 above your 75. So,
Sorry.
because I'm old school. Everything's
Yeah, I do that
percentage
too.
dice, man.
I do that
alright.
too.
So you've got enough time to go across. Everyone else who steps out on that ice, understand it is slick and difficult terrain.
No, it's not.
Well, it is.
Just not.
Just because you can handle it doesn't make it any less so.
For
Well-
non-Filbert people.
Isn't there something with him that he makes it for his party too, or is it just for him?
No,
No,
this is for
it's
him.
my boot.
Oh, he has boots that does something?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Pretty sure Filbert's like the most bling.
Wilbert's got some bling, man.
He's blinged out.
Yeah, I'm gonna cruise. Whoop, 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 whoop.
All right, so you move. So go ahead. The rest of you, explain what you're doing.
I'm gonna start walking towards the island. Means I can get like, I think that the difficult terrain's like half speed, right?
Correct.
Shit.
Yeah. 50 feet around, kind of going. Try to.
I'm gonna take.
Try to like use the tree, like this little island's trees cover as cover, and try to make my way this way.
I'm going to wrap. Take off my snitch. And then I'm gonna wrap my boot some extra cloth. Try to make my way across the ice.
I'm going to like gingerly step out on the ice, but also grab my immovable rod out of the bag of holding, just to hopefully not slip and slide all the way across the ice, and like gingerly step out onto it.
Julie.
Cool.
I'm just gonna kind of scoop myself across to this first little island thing. With a move dash dash.
Yeah, you're able to get out quite a bit further. It is still difficult terrain for them, but you're able to move because of your boots without any of that sense.
Well,
Sorry, I'm looking for the appropriate sound effects.
There.
hey, Mick, just a heads up.
Yeah.
It's almost 11. I'm getting tired.
I got you.
Oh yeah. I didn't even realize. I have jujitsu tomorrow.
Damn it. Okay. Not damn it for what you said. Damn it, because I can't find what I'm looking for. Alright, so as you move across, you didn't say it, but I'm going to ask everyone to roll a stealth real quick. Because I'm going to assume that you will continue to try to move stealthily.
Yes, in a stealthy manner.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait, let me try and do it on the app.
Okay. Give me a minute. Hold on. Here.
Give me a minute.
Did it work? Yeah.
Yeah, you did actually. Did pretty good.
The app is pretty nice.
Thought I could be
It
lucky.
is.
Really? That was on thing on your phone?
Yeah, I did it on the app. Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Thought I could be lucky, but as you see, I did worse.
And I'm trying to find the damn giant badger. Hang on. Oh. And then what was her reaction to it? Hang on. Well, she was quiet. You guys step out onto the ice, and you guys begin to make your way across. You see Filbert kind of almost gliding across the ice as if it's not a big thing at all. As you all step out there and are trying not to slip. This is rock hard, crazy slippery ice. As Winzira goes out onto the ice with her giant badger, the badger actually kind of starts to slip and lets out this. And Winzira, in this amazing effort, cuts back on the fuck. Shh, don't do that. And stops. But Thea, you step out onto the ice and slip, and you have to actually put the shield down to balance yourself. And as you do so, it goes and lets out this kind of reverberating thing. Everybody looks at you, and you're like, what? And in the distance, you hear. And we'll leave it there to pick up next week.
Cool.
All right.
I am not sneaky.
Thanks, Kayla, for playing with us.
Yeah.
Yes, welcome, Kayla.
Okay. Join.